Hi, I'm Wendy, and I wanted to talk to you about dog food digestibility. What does digestibility mean? It has to do with how well your dog absorbs the nutrients from the food you are feeding them. That can be affected by how the food is prepared and the quality of the ingredients. So, like a raw food diet is going to be highly digestible. They're going to absorb a lot of nutrients from probably less food. Kibble that has been processed using very high heats, it's cooked down multiple times, that has a much lower digestibility rate. So a lot of kibbles have a 60 to 90% digestibility rate. There are a lot of kibbles that are below 60%, unfortunately, and very few up in that 90 percentile. And you want your dog's food digestibility to be up closer to the upper 80s to 90%. So check out what your dog food says. What's the digestibility rate on it? If it doesn't say on the bag, if you can't find it online, you can always email the company. How do you change this for your dog? You can add fresh food. You can add gently cooked food to the top of their kibble. You're going to feed them less kibble because now you're going to add, like, maybe you're going to feed them a chicken meatball. They want a chicken meatball. So you're going to add that to the top of their food. Maybe you add some digestive enzymes, maybe some supplements. Maybe they're older and they need some omega-3s, or they need something for their joints and their hair. By feeding them whole foods, their digestibility rate goes up. So you're going to see an overall change in their health. Their stools are now going to go from larger, smellier stools to smaller, firmer, compact stools that are not as smelly because they're absorbing what they're eating. So you're not going to have as much waste. So try it for 30 days. Give your dog a couple meatballs here and there. Make them some fresh snacks. Put it on top of their food. See what you notice in 30 days and the change in their health by cutting back a little bit on that dry kibble that has been overly processed, and give them something fresh. And I'm gonna compare this to people. If you ate fast food every day, you would be really, really unhealthy. If you eat fresher foods, cook foods at home, even grow your own vegetables, whatever. If you're eating fresh, you are absorbing a lot more nutrients. Think the same way for your dog. Don't be afraid to try. I wrote a very easy book, Chow Down with Wendy Brown. I have simple, limited ingredient recipes in there if you don't have any ideas. You can try that. Your dog wants meatballs. They also want meatloaf. They want some chicken. They want some beef. Maybe they want lamb. But you can add some of this to the top of their food. Remove some of the kibble, add fresh ingredients. 30 days. See what you notice in your dog. Maybe they get the zoomies again. Maybe they're not limping anymore. Maybe now their hair and their skin look better. But that absorption of those nutrients is so important. Try it. Let me know.